Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and you catch me here warming myself by the warm fire. Now I'm going to be going through all of the Season 6 changes, implementations, additions and everything coming with the new season, which is going to be releasing on Monday the 21st of December 2020. Before the video though, I want to just give a quick shout out to the sponsor of my YouTube channel for this month, and that is Magic's Video Editor. So if you are looking at getting into video editing, doing a bit of YouTube or anything like that, and no matter what your experience level, you do need a powerful video editing program, and that is where Magix fills the gap. Not only is Magix that powerful video editing program which you can very quickly pick up and use, it is also very affordable. There will be a full review coming out very soon on my channel of the program, so keep an eye out for that. So, as I'm kicking out the fire here and just getting ready to rock about in the brand new tavern in Toravaros, this is the first of many changes of Season 6. So Season 6 will be bringing in, obviously, a brand new battle pass. We'll be bringing in 3 upgradable units. We'll be bringing in new armors and new unit attires, plus a whole host of other goods and features. Now, there may be a couple things I do miss out. I do apologise, but I have gone through and made a list of all the main points which you are definitely going to want and need to know about Season 6. So if you did not catch the preview event that happened last night by any of the content creators, I will be covering everything which is or was covered in that preview event, but it also is good even if you did catch that preview event, because I'm going to be trying to actually round up all that information into one big nice little bundle for you and go through it all. So to start off with, I'm going to talk about the tavern. Now this is a new feature into just Toravaros currently. It will be coming into all other capital cities at some point in the future. From what I gather, from what I believe, this will be a kind of central quest hub. It will also be a meeting ground as well. You can buy things which are going to help you in the winter as well. So when you talk to the tavern keeper, he will have a quest for you to complete when you first get into Season 6. After that, you will be able to buy a winter warmer drink. Now, winter warmers will actually keep you warm when you go out into the open world. There is a new dynamic with the dynamic weather system which has come in with snow. Snow will greatly affect you and your units when you're outside in the open world. To combat that effect, you need a winter warmer drink. Drink that up and that will give you a buff against the snow, the cold and horribleness. So going into the open world, I want to tell you what regions are going to be open this season. So obviously we are going to have, I always forget the name of this place. I think this is Ungajerva with Toravaros in the centre. Ostaria has reopened this season. The entirety of Borderlands has reopened this season. However, Liangyang and Maoyang are shut this season, with Anadolu open as well. So this time around we have 4 whole regions to play in. So the entirety of Borderlands will open at some point during the campaign. Ostaria will open at some point during the campaign, and Anadolu will, I believe, open after the first week. So the first area everyone will be spawning into is Toravaros to experience the new capital, the new tavern and everything like that. Now, like I said, there is going to be a huge new dynamic weather system coming into the game, not only for open world but also into J battles, so your field and siege battles as well. These effects are going to have detrimental effects onto your units, so you need to be making sure if you're going into a rainy battle, you're not going to be bringing in fire users, because that rain is definitely going to have a detrimental effect against those fire using units. Dynamic weather is definitely a system which the game has been long needing, and I think with it, this is going to bring quite a host of different changes to how people are going to play battles. I also want to talk about the particle effects of the snow. Now, this did cause a bit of an issue for some this time last year when they brought snow in for last Christmas season. However, The question was specifically asked last night, is this going to be the same? No, apparently the developers have found the fix for the particle issues, what was actually causing a lot of issues this time last year. That should be fixed. If, however, you do find that it isn't fixed, those issues are still happening, then you need to definitely report them through the official Discord so the developers can get on top of actually trying to fix them. So, as I'm walking about here, you can probably tell I'm in one of the brand new armor pieces. Now this is the level 1 premium battle pass armor, which I'm just going to go into now. It's the battle pass screen. 300 levels again. Once you get past level 100, however, you will not be earning any items as such. You will just be earning this season's currency and blades. Now blades are going to be carrying over from season to season after this season. This season's currency are the hero tokens. These are only valid during season 6, so make sure you spend these by the end of season 6. However, these blades will be carried over season to season from this point onward, which is good because they're going to be bringing in and they're going to be having items last a lot longer in the seasonal store. In like the chalice section of season 5, that chalice has become blades, and like I said, they're going to be carrying over season to season now. So starting at level 1 in the Battle Pass, obviously if you buy the premium Battle Pass you will be getting that level 1 Desecrator's attire, which I am going to show you on my character right now. I think personally, actually for me, this is probably the preferred armor set, and I actually really like this armor set with no helmet on. This is it in all of its glory, however, so I'm just going to spin it around very slowly for you so you can just have a proper look at it. Now this level 1 armor set is the bomb. I am absolutely loving this armor set. Going back into the Battle Pass, we're going to carry on going up the chain. So obviously you get the Fortune's Favour, which will increase your glory by 50% as well at level 1. So there's loads of different rewards for each and every level of the premium Battle Pass. There's about every other level for the free Battle Pass. Obviously if you buy the premium Battle Pass, you will be getting not only the premium rewards, you will be getting the free rewards as well. So you're getting double the rewards pretty much if you buy the premium Battle Pass, which is currently available for pre-order right now, and it gives you a couple of exclusive items. So make sure if you are going to be picking up the Battle Pass, it's definitely worth pre-ordering it now in time for Monday so you get those extra additional items. So as we're going through, you will see there's loads of different items like tree ties, there's obviously the seasonal currency, there's experience tokens, there's different chests, there's different emotes as well, which are quite good. Some of them this season are actually really good. I'll show you a couple of them in a second. As we're going up through the level, you won't really get anything like dedicated to the season until level 50. Now this is when you get to the unit attire for the Redeemers. Again, I'm just going to show you this on one of the units. I'll put it on the Reapers because the Reapers are just badass. So this is the Redeemers. Now that is one sick looking unit skin. Or I think it is, at least anyway. So that's your level 50 reward of the Battle Pass. So as we keep going through the Battle Pass, you will find that once you start getting up into these higher regions, now this is where you start to unlock pretty good stuff. So level 70, I believe, level 72, sorry, is the horse's attire. Again, just going to show you that off and now. Very cool looking attire for the horse this season as well. So that's your level 72 Battle Pass reward. At level 72 as well, you also get the Scourge of Winter weapon box. Now this is the box that allows you to choose one weapon skin from the seasonal store. These are all the weapon skins of this season, and some of them, especially the shields, I think are looking absolutely badass. I am loving especially the short sword and shield. I love that shield. Really cool looking skins this season. So at level 72, whether you've got the premium or the free Battle Pass, you will get a box which allows you to unlock one of these weapon skins for free, so you don't need to spend any of the hero tokens on this screen if you're only after the one weapon skin. Going back into the battle pass then, so moving up the ranks from level 72, 76 you get an epic schematic crate. Going up through to 84 you get a brand new emote. Up to 96 you get an epic emote as well. And then level 100, the final level of the seasonal rewards as such, other than the tokens and the blades, is obviously the level 100 armor set. Again, just going to show you this now on my character. It's a damn looking cool skin. It is a really cool looking skin. Personally, I prefer, I think, the level 1, but this skin is very cool. It's very detailed, it's very high quality, it's very well done. Really, really well done. I'm loving it. I love especially the cape on this armor skin. Absolutely in love with this cape. So that's the battle pass. Just going through to the challenges screen. Nothing has really changed other than the background image here. In here you will get a certain amount of challenges per week to complete, which will give you glory plus other rewards as well, so definitely worth doing these challenges. Going into the unit challenges, now this is where you get your 3 upgradable units. These will unlock at certain time intervals through the season, the first one being the land specs, which are a halberdier upgrade. Going through, you have 3 pages of 6 challenges in each to actually complete, and that will give you the opportunity to upgrade your unit from halberds to the land snacks, and it will also give you a purple doctrine as well once you finish all the levels. Going into the armor lancers, now this is an upgrade from the yeoman. Very cool units. Not unfortunately had a lot of time to play around with the actual units themselves, but these units are going to be bringing a whole new kind of dynamic to the game in terms of actually they're being upgraded from units which you very rarely see played in matches currently. So this guy has 4 stages of 8 challenges each to complete, and again that will give you the upgrade option and then a rare purple doctrine specially tailored for this unit. The tier 5 unit is the Fire Lancers upgrade this time around, and these guys will move up into the Laos Rangers. These guys have 6 challenge stages of 10 challenges each to complete. Again, once you hit stage 4 you will have the upgrade option. Once you hit stage 6, the last stage, you will get a tailor-made purple doctrine for this unit. Very cool. Now I'm just going to very quickly go into these units and show you their veterancy trees and everything. I'm not going to go into too much depth in this video of the veterancy like skills and stuff though, however. So these guys obviously get a load of damage increases, health increases, all the rest of it. There is at one stage you actually unlock a new skill with the Laos Rangers as well. Very intrigued to find out what these actually or how good these actually are in comparison to the Fire Lancers. They have loads of buffs. These guys, loads and loads of buffs. Really cool. These are the base stats for these guys, so just pause the video if you want to have a look at these more in depth. Going on to now the Amager Lancers. Again, these guys are meant to have a very good charge on them, so it's very intriguing to see actually how good these guys are going to be. Again, these are the base stats, so just pause the video right now if you want to look at these stats more in depth. Going in and just having a look at all of their buffs this season. Obviously with these 3 units as well, because these are the seasonal units, they're going to be costing you less leadership to actually take into battle as well, so expect to see these guys a lot once they are getting unlocked by people. And last but not least, tier 3 lance snacks for you. Again, these are meant to be very good, like very good anti-cavalry units. They do have charge ability as well, however I think these are mainly designed to actually be very good against cavalry units, so make sure that you are using these guys properly to their purpose. And again, these are their base stats if you want to just pause the video and have a look at these more in depth. So then, on the subject of units, right now when you take in units which are fully max leveled, if there is no unit in your warband that you've taken into battle, you just receive dead experience. That experience goes nowhere. There is a new system, however, with Season 6 coming in, which I think the game has drastically been needing for a very long time. So if you take a unit which is a max level into a battle now, all of that experience will go into a shared experience pool, which is at the top left of your barracks screen. Any units which aren't leveled, I believe 10% of the total experience that you gain will go into that shared experience as well. So actually, if there are units that you want to level up but don't enjoy playing so much, then this is one way of doing it, because you can take in those units that you really enjoy playing with, that you just really get along with, and find that actually I don't want to play with these other units, but I do want to try and get them leveled up. So this is going to be a very good, unique and useful system. The only caveat is you have 1 million limit of experience. You can gain as much experience as you want in any given week. There's no weekly limit or monthly limit or anything like that. There is just one total limit of 1 million experience though, so once you start getting up near that limit, make sure you start using that experience, because else any experience that you do gain from battles will not be carried over. It will just become dead experience again, so you don't want to be losing out on any of that experience. So then, that is the Battle Pass and all the units covered. I'm just going to very quickly go into the campaign. Now, I believe the first part of the wall is just going to be in Ungajova, then we're going to move up to Ostaria, and then everything else is going to open later on. Now, the beginning of the season is the 21st of December. The end of the season is going to be around mid-March. There's no date which has been solidified yet for the end of season, but it is going to be around mid-March. So that just goes to show that actually we've got about 3 months worth of season to play, and it's going to be very interesting because there is a whole new dynamic and kind of thing happening in Ostaria, and this is Ruined Fiefs. Now, Ruined Fiefs are fiefs which have been regained from the Marauders, which are now the bandits in Ostaria, and to actually be able to fight for these fiefs, you first need to rebuild them, and to rebuild them you need to come over to the quartermaster and make a donation. Every donation you put in, you will be able to actually unlock lions, and you'll be able to use these for different items as well. This will start to rebuild all of the different fiefs and everything in Ostaria. So it's really important that you do this, because not only are you unlocking lions, which are different items from the quartermaster, but as you can see, every time I'm clicking the donation box, I'm getting more and more rewards, so it's definitely worth doing. Now, I believe this guy takes materials, he takes a unit boxes, anything like that. I'm pretty sure it is what he will take, which is pretty good stuff. Supplies that can be donated: rare epic and lesser unit kits, treasures, exotic and regional resources, low level schematics, low level personal equipment, low level materials, and low level artillery. So you have a huge butt of stuff that you can give this guy to make the donations and everything with. Now, once you've made a donation, you can exchange lion tokens. Now, this will give you obviously stuff that you can actually unlock, play around with, and equip for your character. But once you hit 1,000, then you can actually use this feature here, which is go to Kiefenberg. Kiefenberg is one of the border forts which leads into Ostaria. Now, every fief in Ostaria will be ruined to begin with. Once a fief has been rebuilt, whoever the leading house of that rebuild donation is will get the influence for that region. That fief then needs to be fought for in standard territorial war conditions. The influence system from Season 5 is staying in Season 6, so that's how the territory wars will be happening this season. Make sure you are donating everything to this quartermaster guy to get all your rewards each and every single week. Going into all the ruined fiefs and everything, so if you go into the territory wars on your J screen, you will find a couple of different PvE events now that you will actually be able to go into and do as well, and from this you will get pretty good rewards from doing each week as well. make sure you are doing these. You have not only clear runes, you also have rebuild runes. So these are PvE events which you definitely want to be going into and making sure you're doing, just to be making sure that you're getting all those rewards that you can. If at all you ever want to read up through the rules, or if you want to actually pause the video each time I'm scrolling this down now so you can actually have a proper read through of all of this rules for these PvE battles, then definitely go for it. We have been told, however, now these fief battles, these reclamation battles, will be fairly similar to rebel camps at the minute. However, they will be more difficult to actually compete for. You will need to do these in a group, and you can randomly be put into an easy, a medium, or hard. So you need to be ready for any of them, which is going to be a very interesting dynamic. So as I'm just scrolling down through this, you can pause this to actually read through it all and get a better understanding of it. Going back into the seasonal store then, we have already looked pretty much at the seasonal store for the seasonal currency, which this time around is going to be hero tokens. Just going to show you all the different rewards that you can get, however, just so you have seen them. Now the chalice one is back, but this time the chalices have become blades. This is what I said about the blades. Blades will be carried over from season to season going forward. So some of these rewards will have a high amount of blades required, because they are actually designed for you to be able to spend more than just one season to actually reclaim these. So if there is something that you really want in here, make sure you save your blades up. So just go back onto the map as well. I just want to show you that there has been a bit of a UI update, a bit of quality of life update for the user experience as well. You can see that now resource nodes have changed icons, and when you're actually running about in the real world as well, it does all look a little bit different when you come into an actual town, fief, village, whatever. The screen that actually pops up is now a little bit different for you. So moving away from actually showing you in-game stuff, I just want to go over a couple of the patch notes which have been released today for Season 6 as well. Now I'm only going to be covering the main ones of these. I will put a link in the description box below for you to this news article so you can actually have a proper read through all of the patch notes yourself. So artillery changes. Artilleries are getting pretty much a nerf. Mortars especially are getting quite a bit of a nerf because their damage is being decreased, their health is being decreased. This is going to change how well mortars are used, how good mortars are in certain situations quite a bit. Cannons, their damage is being reduced. And culverins, they've had a few nerfs as well in terms of health and ammo. Grape shot, health has been reduced on a couple of them. The reload time, however, has been reduced on the green one, but increased on the blue and the purple one. And the blister, the reload time again has been increased, and the health has been reduced. All of the other artillery pieces have had some form of nerf as well, but I'm not going to go through them because they're not as well used as those main artillery pieces. Going down to the wardlaw balancing and optimization, a few different classes are getting a few different changes. So the poleaxe is having a fair bit of change, with a lot of their skills actually having pretty much a rework. The longsword and shield are having a bit of a change as well. So they're really the only two that have been changed this season. A couple of unit balancing and optimization as well. Keshigs have had a bit of a nerf, whereas everything else, whereas the Kevtal, the Porchins, the Rattan Vipers and the Rattan Pikemen have actually had bits of a buff, because those units are not very well used at all. So there are a couple of other changes, like I said in the patch notes. I will put the link in the description box below for you. However, there was one last thing in the game that I want to show you, and that is on the battle pass screen. Now you can actually acquire as much glory as you want to get to whatever level you want using a sovereign. So if you've got a buttload of sovereigns burning holes in your pockets and you want to spend them on something, then you can use these to actually get up to whatever level you want of the battle pass instantly. So if you want to go all the way up to level 300, you can do that, and it will come up telling you exactly how much it's going to cost from the level you're currently at to get to that level. So like I said, if you are really rich and you've got loads of sovereigns, this is one thing new that you can spend them on as well. So Season 6 is going to be bringing a fair bit of changes. There's not as much compared to some seasons, however I think there's quite a nice variety, quite a nice range of changes coming into Season 6, which is definitely going to be worth having a play around with and having a proper look at on Monday when it releases. I am however going to leave this video here. Sorry I couldn't get any footage of the PvE ruined events, but we will see it for ourselves on Monday, and I'm very much looking forward to it. Thank you very much for watching, folks. I hope you enjoyed this one. If it has helped you at all, if it's intrigued you, then please do share it around, hit that like button and hit that sub button if you haven't already. Thank you very much as always for watching, and I hope to catch you out on the battlefield.